Okay. Y'all can indeed hear me. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to YouTube real quick on my phone and just double check to ensure that everything is going correctly. Because I want to make sure that the stream is going smoothly, that the stream is going to be perfect, and there are no mistakes because we don't want mistakes, do we? So I'm gonna do that right quick, and while we're doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, pop this up, It still says 92E threatens Mexico. Not a problem. Don't know why nothing changed. I edited it. Oh wait, no, index 92E threatens Mexico. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Perfect. It worked just perfectly. Perfect. Gonna come into here. And yeah. Good. Let me just send this to my friend just because I want every view I can possibly get because, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watchman is here with your latest update on the tropics. We do have Invest 92E that we have to closely monitor because it is expected to almost undergo rapid intensification because it's, again, those very, very, very warm waters, very hot temperatures, and basically we got to make sure that if this does intensify, there could be some impacts to Mexico. Mainly the outer bands will mainly get it because the core of the storm is not actually expected to make landfall, but still something we need to watch out for because in the chance that, let's say, it does rapidly intensify, we do get something developing, if you will, we need to monitor the possibility of this turning into something more serious than before. So here's that system. You can indeed see some deeper convection activity, but nothing's really concentrated around an LLC. It's very, not very organized. It's just an area of cluster of thunderstorms. If I go here and go to the National Hurricane Center, you can indeed see there is a high chance of development. Now this is in the next 5 days. This is around 120 hours out. So for the East Pac and the North Pac, east of 140 degrees west longitude, a broad area of low pressure located off the coast of southwestern Mexico. It's producing some disorganized shower activity. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducted for gradual development, and this system could become a tropical depression in the next few days to early part of middle of next week, while this system continues meanders off the southwest coast of Mexico. 30% chance in the next 48 hours. High chance in the next 5 days. 80%. I do want to take a look at the sea surface temperatures just so we know exactly what are we looking at here. I need to zoom this in because I literally can't see nothing. Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of California. Where's the Mexican coastline? It looks like that's North America. Looks like that's the closest we're getting to. So if we zoom in here, I can in fact see that the storm, I think, is just south of the, it's like right down here. So it's pretty far, not even really on this map, but is in this area of warm waters for sure. I am going to pull up WSV3. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to work. I need to upgrade my computer a little bit, make it a little bit quicker, make it a little bit faster. Simply because WSV3 is not able to really work with my computer very well because my computer is too slow. WSV3 takes up too much processing power, and to be honest, it's a lot. So there will be a lot of warning signs here. I did take some of this stuff away because I was like, do I really need it? Probably not. So then here's that system right here. As you can see, it is kind of moved here. It's now moving off to the west, but it's still close enough to the coast of Mexico, to where it's still expected to bring very, very heavy amounts of rain. Now, Mexico is going to be on the wet side, which just basically means there's going to be a lot of moisture flowing into Mexico, and there's a lot of mountains in that area. So any bands that make it over those mountains, the mountains are going to pierce right through the low-level portion of those storms and squeeze out all that energy. And this is going to be more of a flooding concern for portions of the coast of Mexico, more than a wind event. Now, obviously, tornadoes are always a possibility for a threat. But really, right now, I think the biggest threat with this is going to be flooding. This is going to stay off the coast of Mexico. This is not going to make landfall in Mexico. I don't expect it to. It's already moving a little farther north than the X is. But that was the last place where the National Hurricane Center had located it at. Yeah, it's just too far south, unfortunately. Yeah, I might actually have to go get that. Because I'm like, I want to save some more money. So I was like, I'm just going to delete that. And I'm like, that was a bad idea to just decide and delete that, because it was, kind of needed it. Oh, well, it is what it is. I do want to take a look. Wow, it looks like some thunderstorms happening there in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas area. Anyway, I do want to go and take a look at the... if I can think of what I'm talking about. The models, there we go. Models. Or the 800 millibar vorticity. We're only going to go in about 5 days. It's 120 hours out. Really, anything past 120 hours out is not very, it's not very reliable in my opinion. So I do want to show y'all in this area right down here where I do think we are going to start having more activity. And you can certainly see some kind of spin up and activity of energy trying to develop in that area off the coast of Mexico. Lots of spin ups are happening. It's not noticing like a whole lot. You can certainly see it takes a while for something to really get going. I just don't think right now. You can kind of see that's where we're going to start seeing more of that activity, right in that area. And lots of spin up, lots of convection happening. Not a whole lot of shear. There's a little bit going on right now. Gonna take it a while because it really has to concentrate its energy and consolidate in a more round shape, which means this basically shows you the core of the storm. What does the core of this hurricane look like? This tropical storm, this tropical disturbance look like? Is it got a tight core? Is it well developed? It looks like it's getting well developed in the next 5 days for sure. Now, right now, I think it is very loosely packed. As you can see by the recent amount, there's a little bit of shear, a little bit, not a whole lot of energy really consolidating. But I do think in the next 3 to 5 days, mainly the next 3 to 5 days, is when the storm is going to consolidate really quickly, wrap around that center circulation, and tighten up super quickly. And we're going to have a beautiful vorticity at the 850 millibar level, which is the low levels of the atmosphere. When you get that, usually when you have the low levels of the atmosphere, and you get a good looking storm, it's all good. Because storms need to be tall, structured systems. They like to stand up straight and tall. They don't like to lean over. If not everything is stacked perfectly, you're not going to get a good, powerful, well-developed, healthy-looking tropical system. And this looks to be like it even consolidates in the next 5 days and really tightens up in the next, really 3 to 5 days, I think. So I'm really going to tighten up. It does get very close to the coast of Mexico. I want y'all to notice how close it gets. So I do think some of those rain bands is going to ride the coast of Mexico. So those rain bands are going to move over those mountainous terrain, and it's going to squeeze out that energy. Some of these mountains at 5,000 feet up, 5,280 feet up is 1 mile up in the atmosphere. That's 850 millibar level right there. So when those rain bands go over those mountains, it's going to squeeze the energy out, and you're going to have, and the rain's going to go all the way down these mountains and down these streams. And guess where those are going to go? Right by the coastline. What do you usually have by the coastline? Small, isolated villages, towns. You usually have towns, areas that are populated. usually right there along the immediate coastline. That is something I'm a little bit worried about. Something else I was really worried about with Agatha. Now, it was the most powerful Category 2 hurricane to ever strike the coast of Mexico in the month of May. Very, 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 very interesting to see this. Very concerning, given that how close the global forecasting system is in fact anticipating this getting to the coast of Mexico. But lots and lots of flooding, probably, possibly, depending on how strong this becomes, tropical storm force winds could even approach the coast of Mexico. Now, winds, not going to be a big problem because simply the real core is going to stay off the coast, but you can still get 40, 45, maybe even up to 50 mile an hour tropical storm sustained winds. Really, 45 to 50 is stretching it. 40, 35, 40 is more likely. We may even see something even stronger than that, because it does seem like a very small system, and it's not very spread out. And so I think that this system is going to be really small. It's going to have a smaller wind field. And it's not going to be a really large storm like Hurricane Ike, Hurricane Sandy, Typhoon Haiyan, Typhoon Tip in 1979, Hurricane Irma in 2017, Hurricane Maria in 2017. I don't think we're going to have a huge system like that. It's going to be small and well compact, similar to Hurricane Andrew 92. Now, this will not be anything like that. This will not make it to Category 2 or even definitely not Category 3 hurricane status. So something else I want to look at is I just want to take a look and see what the severe weather is looking like. Just want to get an update and see what we're looking at here with the severe weather. So I'm going to go convective outlooks. So we do have some severe weather possibility. Kansas City area, St. Joseph, Topeka, Falls City, Shenandoah. Really, the Kansas City seems to be in the heart of it, which I think is one of the most major cities in the yellow. Up here, we got some stuff. A slight risk is definitely possible, for sure, I think. That seems to really consolidate over the west over the next several days. Day 3 moves up north, so I'm very curious to see what this brings with it. Certainly some severe weather, I would assume. I'm going to go to basic. We'll also be watching the Atlantic for any kind of tropical development, because that also seems to be the possibility of something happening. There's a cell down here in Arkansas going to Louisiana. I do want to take a look at that. So, certainly a severe weather threat today. Nothing crazy. We're not going to see any Category 5 hurricanes. Well, for the tropical weather, we're not going to see any. I don't think that's going to become a hurricane, but severe weather, nothing super crazy. It's June. We're starting to get more hurricane weather. Okay. Why are you taking so long? Yes, I know there's no strikes because I don't have my lightning thing on anymore because I turned the lightning thing off. Ah, man. See, I had all this weather stuff, but I was paying painfully huge amounts of money. I mean, I'm talking $700 a year. I'm just like, I can't do that. And I'm like, I want to do that now because it was so good and useful. It's hard to know what your limits are when you have all these options, Now, if my radar would work, that would be really nice and very, very grateful. This is ever so slightly embarrassing. My radar needs to work. Radar, please work. Girl, why are you not working? Oh my god. Do I have anything on up here? Isn't that where that thunderstorm is at? Yeah, that's where that cell is at. Look at this convection, ladies and gentlemen. deep welling of convection right here. Big thunderstorms for sure in this area. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see on satellite. Look how that looks like in the morning. Near IR, RGB. Absolutely just a phenomenal view, if I am being honest. Just want to take a look at the development of this this system. I need to take a look at the radar to see if there's a bow echo. Almost looks like something, a little bit of a bow echo. I don't know. Usually these happen with really powerful cold fronts. We're going to bow echo, and if this continues traversing, oh wow. You can really see how that's pushing south. Looks like a bow echo. If these go on for long periods of time, they could become derechos, I believe is what they're called. Those are absolutely incredible. Can bring hurricane force winds of over 80 to 100 miles an hour. Category 1, Category 2 sustained winds. Very, very powerful winds. Can knock down trees. They're very strong straight line winds. So I do need to take a look at the satellite image, or the radar, to see what we're actually seeing with this, because I am very curious in what we're seeing. But off, on. Maybe that radar site is broken. I don't know. There we go. Certainly does not look like a bow echo, which is good, but I do want to take a look and see what kind of hail we have in this. 1/2 inch hail diameter is possible with this. Bow echo would look like this. It would come down and it would be like a bow. It would echo out. But I'm not seeing anything that's very, very concerning in terms of what I would see in a bow echo. So this certainly does not seem like anything like that, which is in fact very, very good news. Curious about the velocity. Nothing super crazy here. This is going away. This is coming towards. So if anything, it's coming this way. This is coming this way. Nothing super crazy with the velocity. Now hail size up to 1/2 inch. That's decently sized. Where's the hail size? 10% off my phone. Fuck. There's certainly some hail going on down here. We zoom in. 4/10 of an inch. 3/10 of an inch in that area. Down here, I think we might have up to 1/2 inch of hail for sure. 6/10 of an inch. 1/2 inch. So really seeing these areas, I mean, you can really see 1/2 inch, an inch of hail. Down here, 1/4 of an inch. So really, it doesn't seem super duper, over the top, crazy. But certainly a hail core is in this system. I'm going to go back to radar, just so we have an idea of what we're looking at here. I'm going to probably install the lightning again because I kind of liked it, but I was like, I'm spending a lot of money. Probably going to end this off here. It's really not a huge thing, a lot to talk about. Last thing I do want to talk about is just today we're mainly going to see, I have a feeling we might see a lot of severe weather here and in this area. Yeah, that's just the radar. But by the way, this is what the special weather statement is just pretty much saying. May have winds up to 40 miles an hour. Again, I don't think it's going to be anything like catastrophic, I guess. I'm going to keep these streams short. It's only be going on for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. That's really me for today, guys. Right now, just kind of watch out for the severe weather if you live in the St. Joseph area, Kansas City area, and then if you live up here in the Dakotas, South Dakota, This is New Mexico. This is Colorado. This is Utah. This is Wyoming. This is Idaho. Not Minnesota. This is Minnesota. It's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot the name of the state. I don't fucking know the name of the state. Montana. There we go. Billings, Montana. I see Billings. I'm like, yeah, Billings, Montana. Okay, Montana. There we go. Oh, I almost had. I was like, what state is that? So Montana, South Dakota, looks like Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri. Certainly those states right in this area. And in this part, we could certainly see some severe weather. So if you're out in these areas, stay safe, guys. I'm going to continue to be updating y'all about the development of that tropical system in the East Pacific. If you have any questions, you can join the Hurricane Watching Discord server, link in the description below. And if you have any questions, you can email me at hurricanewatchteam@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at hurricane_watch_team, or yeah, that's it. I was like, wait, is that one, that one, that one? I have Twitter. I don't really use it at Watch Hurricane because I can't put Hurricane Watch Team because it's too long or whatever. It's frustrating. It's killing me. But yeah, that's me for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And stay safe like always. And I'll be back with more weather updates like always. Peace out.